Hey guys, this is Fall Stuffing Incorporated, and I'm here to get my thoughts on rogue players and playing rogue. So I'm going to give my thoughts on the rogue playing first. Playing rogue is an absolute fresh air in this game, because honestly, it's just so diverse. How many choices you can make, like Fire Fist, Black Wings, Fluffles, Lunalites. There's so much you can do. And I didn't even scratch the surface. I barely even poked the surface. Talking about how many decks you can play while playing rogue, like Monarchs, Evil Swarm. There's so much. So diverse. It's so amazing. But there's one thing I want to tell you guys. Just because the deck tops doesn't mean it's meta. I will give you a good example with like Madolche's topping during Dragon Lore Spellbook format. That doesn't mean that the deck's meta by any stretch of imagination. But I digress. Playing rogue is very, very fun, and I feel like that's diverse enough to even have its own format one of these days, if Konami supports it. But, as you know, for every card game, some decks are better than others, and this game is probably the biggest example of it. And where there are possible quote-unquote snobbish top meta players, there are even more lower tier players that treat the meta like it's cancer. It's just not something you can really do about it. Because, really, if you're playing rogue, don't expect to win as much as a meta deck does. If it's anti-meta, great. You will probably still lose anyway because you probably didn't have enough counters for the deck. You didn't have enough going for you to take them on. That is how a rogue deck works. They're called rogue decks, and meta decks are called meta decks for a reason. Some are better than others. And honestly, whenever I see a rogue player lose, in fact, I'll give you an example. Before even DDDs came out, I was playing the deck a lot. I was learning how to do the combos and stuff. And, oh my gosh, I can't stress this one. So many players, so many rogue players, Fluffle players, Lunalite players alike, were all complaining that I'm playing the meta top tier stuff when Zodiac was going to come out 2 weeks later. That was annoying. Just because this deck's meta doesn't mean it's gonna be the most cancerous thing ever. And honestly, it disgusts me how often this happens. Because I think they all have a case of little guy syndrome. It gets so freaking bad among these people. People think that's all David and Goliath, when Goliath is completely an option and David is the more broad option. It's just, why complain? It's a card game, for crying out loud. You guys play what you want, but you guys shouldn't complain about what other people play. I mean, you can complain about the deck itself, you can complain about its playstyle, you can complain about its design, I don't care. But if you're gonna call out the player just for playing a deck they want to play, call them, oh, you're a meta ice cheap, you're a meta scrub, it's stupid. And if meta players are just like that, then rogue players like that are just as bad. Anyway, meta is not anywhere near as bad as people make it out to be. They're dominant for a reason, and people need to accept that. If you can't play rogue, if you're going to complain about losing in a tournament while playing rogue, don't play rogue at a tournament at all. It's stupid. And so many complainers, it's insane. It gives me a headache even thinking about it. And you know the complete contrast between playing rogue and rogue players. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on the subject. Rogue players need to chill out, and we need more rogue decks, just saying. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys like it, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, join the private army, and together we will beat the meta. Talk to you guys next time, and hopefully you will enjoy my next replay video, which may be Noble Knights.